Hi, I just want to show you a neat trick that you can do with Google search. You may be aware that if you have some money in another currency, so here's for example 10 New Zealand dollars, and you want to know how much that's worth in your currency, in my case Australian currency, you can go to the search here and you can type 10 NZD, New Zealand dollars, in AUD. And that's the syntax for it. You simply type in the first currency, the word in, and then the second currency, so 10 NZ dollars in Australian dollars. And you can see it comes up on the screen there with a little chart thingy that says there is 10 New Zealand dollars equals $7.94 Australian. So that's pretty neat. It also gives you a little conversion chart here. So if I said, well, what's $45 New Zealand, you can see it's automatically done the conversion for me right there. So that's pretty neat. And you can do that for pretty much any currency. So if I wanted to know, for example, I have a $1 US here, I could type in there 1 USD in AUD, and it would tell me that that's 97 cents Australian. So that's pretty handy. I happened to do a little bit of travelling last year, and I went through my wallet and realised I have 15 New Zealand dollars, I have 1 US dollar, I have 2 Chinese RMB, 2 Singapore dollars, and 5 Canadian dollars. And I wondered how much all that might come to. And I thought, well, I could go into Google and I could just type in all those things and then I could add them up later. But you know what? If you simply go into here and you paste in, or you simply enter in, write in, I just pasted it in to make it quicker. So I've got 1 US dollar, and I'll put it in brackets, plus 15 NZD, plus 2. Now I didn't know what the abbreviation was for Singapore dollars, so I just wrote Singapore dollars. Same with Canadian dollars, I wasn't sure what, I guess it's CND, but I wrote Canadian dollars. Plus 2 RMB, that's the Chinese money, and I said in AUD, and you can see it's done a little calculation for me here and tells me that all of that is equal to $19.45 in Australian money. I thought that was pretty neat. So that's a good trick to know if you have lots of currency in different different amounts in different currencies. You can work it out in one simple search, and Google will go and do all the calculations for you. The other thing I just thought was very interesting is if I leave off the in AUD at the end and do that search again, it still tells me the answer. I guess it knows I'm in Australia, and so it's just assuming that that's what I want. So, neat little trick with Google search.